Welcome again to Regarding Office 365. This is Daryl as a service, and I'm speaking with...
Loryan Strant as an installation.
In fact, it's Loryan Strant, I believe, Consultant Prime. A little salute to the Transformers, isn't it?
Absolutely. As you can see over my shoulder, a bit of a Transformers nut. And also reflects the fact that Office 365 has transformative properties.
That's right, and you're very much working in the transformation space in terms of helping people to adopt Office 365 and talking strategy. So, Laurie and I, we founded Regarding Office 365 together. You might have seen the goofy video. And as a team, there are 5 or 6 of us that are going to be talking and involved in some capacity at Ignite, so that's going to be quite exciting. You have a couple of sessions, a few sessions, and a few things we're doing together. So, Loryan, what's this first one is about? What's it called? I've lost my mouse.
Groups and teams, friend or foe. Yes, a bit of a controversial topic there. Look, really, what the focus of the subject is to cover off. Obviously, groups is everywhere in Office 365, and Teams is kind of the rage, and it's getting a lot of people wanting to say, hey, let's just roll out Teams, let's ditch Yammer, let's ditch email. So what I'll be looking at from a friend and foe perspective is that these both work against and for you at the same time, and really there's no hard and fast rules as to when you should use groups or Teams, or I'm kind of drawing them in parallel as opposed to competing with each other, but more so competing with other things. So yeah, that session will be about the great things about groups and the things to watch out for, and similarly, hey, just because you love Teams doesn't mean other people are going to love Teams. So here's things to be to be wary of, and mixed a forward-thinking thought in there of just because you're using Teams doesn't mean you're going to ditch email. So yeah, these are things that I'm going to be covering across in 20 minutes. Cool.
Yeah, and that's going to be a fun kind of format for a session, isn't it? Trying to get through that in 20 minutes, and the points will be clear. You and I are going to do a couple of things together too, aren't we? So there is another session, another community-based session called Workplace Etiquette with Office 365. What can we say about that without giving away the fun and secret part of it?
Oh, I'm sorry, could you repeat the question? I wasn't really paying attention.
You weren't? So can you stop eating and cut that out. It's just really bad etiquette for a call.
Yeah, I think the objective of this session is really to kind of showcase how easily bad etiquette creeps into our day-to-day lives, and what the impact is on those professional relationships that we have with people, and how if you just do a few little things differently with the technology you've got, that's not necessarily new technology as a result of Office 365, but it's there, how those can improve those relationships with people. From basic things like turn your camera on so people can see that you're paying attention, not that you've gone off to sleep and doing other things. Just lots of, I think, little tips, but we're not going to just stand there and I think recite, 50 tips in 20 minutes? We've got a fun way to present that. Well, we hope it's fun. Could fall flat on its face. We'll see.
Could do. Yep. Oh well. It'll definitely involve the audience in some capacity. So, but no stage dives.
Yeah, and no watermelons being smashed, so you don't have to wear a.
Oh wow! Did they do that one time, like Fruit Ninja or something?
No, that's Gallagher, US comedian. He used to basically smash a watermelon with a sledgehammer, so everybody would have to wear like ponchos. In the first few rows. All
right. Well, that's one way of making a point stick. So yeah, you see what I did there. Our second gig together is a podcast regarding Office 365 live from Ignite, and from what I'm hearing, they're making quite an effort to make this more than just a recording experience, but also there's going to be a live audience.
Yeah, that'd be weird.
Yeah, I feel like, I shouldn't use Cosby as an example. Who can I use? From a live studio audience. It was that sort of phrase at the end of every 80s show. Yeah,
Yeah,
that
that's
should
true.
be.
This episode was taped in front of a live studio audience.
Yeah, it wasn't canned laughter.
You know what?
What?
I think you're gonna have to use your fancy tools to give us like an '80s themed opener that actually has that. So like a really grainy look and feel that that launches the ceiling like you had with the Office 365 spinning then.
Oh,
And then
yeah.
this episode is filmed in front of a live studio audience.
Like
And then it
like
comes to life.
family ties, perhaps. Like
Yeah.
how they sort of walk in and they're kind of oh, I'm frozen. I'm doing something funny, but it's a family scene. Yeah. Anyway.
Yeah. And we need
You
a
and
laugh
I
track as well.
Yeah, that's true. Cue the laughter if no one else laughs. Anyway, that should be good too. No, it's going to be about bringing together some of the key announcements from the first day or two. We'll be trying to involve some Microsoft people that we managed to snag off their schedules and wander on in. There'll be a couple of the Regarding Office 365 team in there as well. It's really just going to be a lively show with, I guess, we're the two official people. Let's see if we can sneak a few more in.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah.
That way we also don't have to fill the air for an entire hour.
Well, we could, but we want it to be very varied and interesting.
Yeah, well, I was looking at our speaker count, and I won't bring it up, it's closed now, but I think we've got something like close to 200 people registered to attend in person.
A
So
podcast.
no pressure for us.
No. And actually, isn't the gig beforehand Mary Jo Foley and Paul Thurrott?
Yeah, so hopefully they don't A, steal our thunder, and B, tire everybody out.
Oh yeah, no, they'll stick around for the after party.
We should see if we could borrow their producer, who does all the announcements for sleep mattresses and keeps them moving along. Yeah, that's all we need, like an MC.
Yeah. Well, there's plenty more time to get quite creative, and in true fashion, you and I will probably come up with something at the last minute that we may or may not be able to pull off. So that's going to be Loryan Strant, among other things, as the Regarding Office 365 team cruise around and talk to people at Ignite, talk and find out their stories, talk to product group people, and get a bit deeper into some of the things that they're announcing. So there'll be a bunch of things that we're going to be live streaming via Periscope. That's Reoffice 365. You'll also find our stories at reoffice365.com. And we'll be doing a daily wrap-up as well. So thanks for joining me, Loryan. I know you've got to get off and continue to do your thing, Consultant Prime. But that was Regarding Office 365, and check in again soon. Bye for now.